Good.
Let's go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Most Search. This is a show where Warren and I talk about the most searched things over the last week. Normally, the things that are trending over Google. But today we have a special wild card. The wild card being Sfiso Masamula, the ex-band member. He used to be in a band called Corporal Punishment.
Are you seriously doing this?
Yeah.
You can keep introducing yourself, though. Yeah.
You did it. I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you just did that.
Well, that's why it's not live, but it could be.
It's like the one part of my life, like the one part, and he's never gonna let it go.
No, yeah, he had a band with 3 people, almost
A
they were
band,
like the African version of
band.
Blink-182. I think.
We rapped. We were rappers.
Oh,
We
the
were
way
rappers.
hip hop goes, not punk music. Sorry, I confused the two.
No,
Give me one
not
second.
goes. We weren't goes.
Only okay.
Wait, where did you purple?
Yeah, you got to try everything. I mean, he's a married man. He knows. Hey, so you got to explore all the avenues.
That's not.
Did you there?
I've got a few kids. I've got a few kids who are. I don't know if you guys can see my daughter's little friend.
Your family has grown exponentially in these last 2 years.
You were talking about things that are tried in the rear end of life. So,
2020 is what you're trying to say. 2020 of the sphincter.
2020
Well, that's a contraceptive 101. Use the back door.
Well, I'll start with the first topic. I know I didn't talk to you, Claudio, about it, but it's something at least we can all chat on because we should at least have some sort of knowledge about it. It revolves around the sport known as soccer/football. So there's 2 things. I'll slip them both into the same topic. One, Cristiano Ronaldo has said he's going to retire at the end of the season. But as well as he said at the same time, depending on how he feels, he may continue. So there's that thing. Second thing to add into to slip it in there. Ferguson says he's.
That's what she said.
Yeah, well, sometimes she doesn't even know. So Ferguson has confirmed that Klopp phoned him at 3 a.m. to tell him they won the league.
Dude.
So yeah, Klopp woke him up at 3 a.m. to say we won the league.
So is this a? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm saying that's like probably the most Liverpool thing. Like that's more Liverpool than Man United. Like that's such a Liverpool thing to do.
I take it you're not a fan.
Here's my thing. Of what? Of soccer?
Of Liverpool.
Oh, we've got stories. I've got too many stories. My thing is, I think it's numbers, right? So it's a numbers thing. So 3, he calls him at 3, which is 30 years later, right? So he calls him at 3. Like, let's focus on the number 3, right? So 30 years later, he calls him, and it's at 3 o'clock, and he calls him, and that's such a Liverpool thing to do. And wow, I had to throw in the 30-year thing there. I had to find a way to throw in 30 years later.
I'm glad you mentioned it because it definitely wasn't a coincidence. It was well planned, well choreographed there by Klopp. I mean, like my dance that I did for our victory. I did a victory dance. So real Liverpool-esque sort of moment. But is this 2 facts in one? Because you start off with Ronaldo saying he's going to retire, not retire.
I combined the 2 soccer stories just because one is technically short and the other one we can talk about.
Okay, so let's jump onto Ronaldo. The first thing here, Ronaldo is saying this. I think that this is a bit of a relevance thing. I think it's him trying to he's seen what Michael Jordan's done, post everything else. He's retired. He's come back. He's got Last Dance, the documentary now. Yeah, and he's making more money. I think Ronaldo's next step is obviously to feign this retirement, build some hype around him, and then come back or come out of retirement and go play in the MLS. And then make his way to Hollywood. I think those are his next steps. I don't know, Sfiso, what do you think?
I don't know about MLS. I mean, that would be such a downgrade. Literally, like you can't go down the David Beckham route. That's such a David Beckham.
You
thing
mean
to do.
opening up a stadium for yourself is the down route?
and
Actually,
a statue of
okay,
yourself. Huge downgrade.
What
and he owns a club
Ronaldo
now.
have? Exactly. What doesn't Ronaldo have? That
He doesn't have.
club.
He doesn't have goals that Zlatan has at age 40.
and he might get that when he gets to the MLS league.
But
if he does.
But that's what I'm saying. I think he said he wants to retire at the end of the season. In fairness, he doesn't really have much else to accomplish apart from the World Cup, if he can still do it. But the only thing he can't really compete with currently is the fact that Zlatan is still technically competing at a high level and still scoring at his age, and has said he's not looking at retiring anytime soon.
But he's coming off the bench, though. He's not starting full 90 minutes.
Yes, but you can understand that. You can't really bash on the fact that he's almost half a century. How dare you not start a 90-minute game? Yes.
All I'm saying is if Ronaldo went to the MLS, he'd play a full 90 minutes until he was like 45 probably and still be the top goal scorer. 50. Yeah, there we go.
I'm just saying.
Thank you, Herbalife.
They're
not sponsoring this, so no. No.
Not yet, Herbalife, not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
We've got our gym, we've got our fitness fundi here. That's Safiso's other thing. He's a huge gym guru. Show them your biceps.
I saw him with his short sleeve.
And I don't. It's just warm in here. I would be wearing It's just warm in here. I would be wearing a sweater or a jacket or something. Just really warm in here.
His blood's pumping through his pecs, bro. You know, it's this.
It is. It's,
okay, wait. Have we gotten the Ronaldo thing out of the way? So let's dive deeper now into this phoning Sir Alex Ferguson at 3 a.m. First of all, I'd like to say him coming out of an image. You can see it's summer in the UK because his nose isn't as rosy as what it normally is. It's normally a lot more.
Maybe the UK banned beer as well, and now that's the problem.
But he's a wine guy.
Yeah. Oh, wow! So, you guys know a lot about.
It's my search, bro. We gotta know.
It's literally in the name, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No, like to the point. He's a wine guy. Partially,
it looked up. Is the
looked up.
Is the side?
He's a wine guy. I didn't see that. When he said that he's a wine guy, I thought I was like he whines a lot. I mean, you know, like.
Well, that too. Where do you think Fergie time came from?
Fergie time, exactly. I was about to say, but okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So so phoning him at 3 a.m, I think that's a, like you said, it's a very Liverpool-esque thing to do. It's something we all proud. It's something that makes us like Klopp even more. I think even as your common man, not your Liverpool fan. It's like this guy was partying. He got super hammered. He almost like drunk dialed his ex, and he was like, "No, instead of calling my ex, I'm calling Sir Alex. I'm coming for you. I want number 20. 20 is next season."
Just kept to say, "Hey Fergie, we're back on our perch, bro. We're back on our perch." That was it.
Fergie, we're coming for you. We're coming. He's trying. Actually, the point is, I think he's really trying to give him sleepless nights. I think it's going to be the first of many to come late morning.
But of all people, why Fergie? Like, I'm trying to think about any other time where Klopp has ever had any interaction with Alex Ferguson.
Oh no, so Ferguson did try recruiting him back in the day, but when he retired, he was actually trying to line Klopp up for the United job. So that's one of the biggest regrets I think Klopp has. Ferguson has, is that he didn't manage to convince Klopp to come join United. Instead, obviously, he went for the second option, which was then David Moyes, which we all know how that story panned out.
Great options. Very, very good you have left.
Like he had. Wow.
You have this guy on the left, or nothing. We're gonna go for nothing.
And he
gonna go for nothing.
And he backed Moyes, backed Moyes, said no. This guy is the guy.
Yeah, Moyes is the first time I've ever seen a manager look like a deer in headlights. It's the first time. We'd walk out in Old Trafford like this every time after every interview. So how did the game go? Mate. The game went really well.
And it didn't help that he has no eyebrows, so you couldn't see the situation that was going up here.
He actually didn't have any. Yeah. It's literally just eyes and a mouth.
I will say this though, he's doing far better now at West Ham. He's doing far better. It's
because the aspirations are bottom 5.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was about to say, isn't like West Ham like on the
Just
low end?
you know what the difference was. That's how I see it. Okay, when you went to United, it was like when you lie in your CV and you actually get the job. For one,
Dude.
now with West Ham, the goal is like in school, just pass Afrikaans.
Yep.
So you can get to grade 11.
Yeah.
That's what it
is. Just win. Just win
get
one game.
Get a 33 because that's a pass apparently now. Get a 33 and you're
apparently.
through. Done. And now he's doing it.
So
30, basically got 33 and they're through.
Like, hey guys, I'm still doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So him and Alex Ferguson did have a connection. I did not know that. I was like, first of all, where does he get the number? Was it what kind of phone call was it?
It's a coach's WhatsApp group.
Actually, think about
it. Where do they actually share contact details?
You know what? Maybe he got added to it because he won the Premier League. So he got added to the Premier League coaches group, and then he was like, bro, I'm here.
Now.
So who leaves? Like, are there any? Who's the admin?
I mean, I would say
is the admin.
Yeah, Fergie's the admin. I would say Pep Guardiola might have just left the group though.
He might have switched.
Maybe it's a 2-man group that Ferguson started. It
literally said Klopp has joined, and then Guardiola's left the chat.
No, but actually, the more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that it was Ferguson. Obviously, like when you're trying to. Or in the beginning, when you're trying to pick up a goal, you get a phone number. He's trying to court Jurgen Klopp. And it's one of those things where Jurgen Klopp was the goal that got away, shot him down, and Jurgen Klopp's just reminding Ferguson, I got away, and now I'm with the other option, and I'm shining. And I'm shining.
That's actually dope. That's actually dope.
Yeah. I'm with the best friend now. That's basically what he said.
The best friend.
Actually, no, it's his worst enemy, not best friend.
In terms of that, I've come back in your life with a significant other that you happen to know, that you try to get me away from, and I'm there anyway. Give a shit. This is bold and the beautiful, guy. This is what that is. The situation's bold.
Literally, the Premiership or Alex Ferguson is Brooke Logan. It's Brooke Logan.
Yeah, it is Brooke. Yeah.
Isn't it? What's Stephanie? Stephanie Stephanie.
No, Stephanie was the good chick. Brooke
Stephanie's the mother of everything. Yeah, she's like
that's what Ferguson is.
Yeah. Brooke is like the David Luiz of Premier League and teams. It just goes everywhere. Just whoever opens up the door, I'm there, bro. That's what it is.
Dude. Like and not much qualification is needed. Look, I'm an Arsenal supporter, so we have him now.
I know.
I'm laughing at this joke a bit too much.
But everyone liked Brooke when she was in their corner anyway. So enjoy David Luiz for the time being. Enjoy it.
I'm not enjoying David Luiz.
He's got a record for the most penalties caused by a player in a single season.
How do you even enjoy that? Where do you even begin?
Well, United enjoyed it because they've been awarded the most penalties in a season.
14 penalties.
17.
How does someone 17? How does someone get? How do they get? And Liverpool had more touches. I think Liverpool had the most touches in the box throughout the whole season.
Like
and yet
ever.
we only got like 3 or 4 penalties given to us.
In the history of a ball.
Yeah, then there's United. Looks freaking falling over himself. I know this wasn't a topic, but we might as well talk about it.
To end of that topic.
It's on football,
so that I have something to cut.
No, wait, don't.
I will carry on. I just mean in terms of I have an end point with the Ronaldo thing. So do you think he's going to retire? Yes or no?
No ways.
He's gonna pull a Jordan, maybe. That's as far as it's
play baseball and come back.
It's it's Ronaldo. Hey, that's the other thing. Like it's like Ronaldo can just say, I don't know if soccer is for me right now. Maybe I should try athletics or I should try shot put. Something really like way off, and then he'd be
Decathlon.
Yeah. And Portuguese people, funny enough, are really, really good at these decathlons. So
actually, triathlons. The triathlons as well. Portuguese really. Well, it's the same thing, but
Yeah.
yeah, more or less. I don't know if he can swim though. He doesn't look like much of a swimmer, but he is an islander.
I would find it
So-
funny if you just see him doing shot put.
I was about to say.
It's because a professional shot
There would
putter.
be a pose. Could you imagine him? Could you imagine him doing it, picking up the ball, like posing every time?
Yeah.
He would
The
use
only reason I mentioned shot put is because I literally introduced my daughter to Matilda. I never thought I would understand that movie the way I did, and I loved it a bit too much as well. I was just like, oh my
No, Matilda's a
Shot
classic.
put.
Matilda's a classic, brother.
Good old Joel Dahl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Throwing girls
Yeah.
over fences by
But
their
be
feet.
honest though, you introduce your daughter to Matilda because you have dreams about that shot put, Svizzle.
That's the other thing. I think
Yeah.
subconsciously, in my head, my daughter is Matilda, and it's really a weird.
What?
Really weird. In my head, my daughter
But
is.
your daughter's
like,
not adopted.
So you're Danny DeVito.
No, she's not adopted. No, okay. I think no, my daughter. My daughter. I don't sell faulty cars. It's such a mess.
Snake oil salesman.
Microwave TV dinner.
Exactly. It's such a mess up story. But no, I'm not Danny DeVito. In my head, my daughter's Matilda. She's got powers, like
Okay.
also powers, and I'm actually Miss Honey in this whole thing. I'm Miss
Okay.
Honey. Yeah, but yeah, no, Ronaldo. Nah, he's not going to do it. At most, pull a Jordan, come back, but nah, not retire.
Okay.
Not this season.
What do you think, man?
Me.
Joel, yeah. It's your topic.
I don't think he'll retire just yet. I think he'll pull another one more season, because you got to remember I don't know the exact chronological timeline of Jordan's business acumen and everything that came into play, apart from obviously the Jordan shoes and everything like that. But Ronaldo's already got restaurants, hotels, businesses and stuff behind the scenes already. I mean,
Couple of statues in Madeira.
Yeah, I was already at his restaurant in Portugal and stuff eating.
Okay, this isn't a bragging moment,
Man,
Warren.
shut your mouth. I'm trying to say, I've already been there, so it's not like he needs the soccer right now anyway. The only reason, like you said, he would stay is to try and break some sort of record, which is maybe beat Messi again or something like that. That would be it, really.
And I do like, if you see where his family's at now, obviously his boys are getting bigger and he's spending a lot more time with them, especially now if you see throughout the COVID period, that's where a lot of these times being spent. Obviously now since the season's rebooted, he's been there with the family. But I could understand why if he did want to step away based on what you're saying. Where's the incentive now? He's got a lot of the records. I mean, Messi is in a bit of a troublesome state right now at Barcelona, and I suppose Ronaldo's proved the fact that he's like, listen, dude, unless you come to Serie A, I'm a bit bored. And I think that's also why he's busy taunting him, saying, leave La Liga, come try your talent somewhere else, and come to Serie A so we can get that.
Yeah, come not pay your taxes in Italy. Come.
Yeah, we know a couple of people in Napoli that can help you out.
Yeah, no, try that.
Yeah.
But Messi will never. I don't know. Messi.
Oh, did we lose him? Did we lose everyone? Hello. What happened?
He makes him work. Okay?
Yeah,
he must be bored in Italy.
Yeah, dude, but that's the story of any like great sporting rivalry. Is
just a heads up.
Have to have an.
That entire thing you just said didn't record on my side.
Which part?
From when he said Messi, it stopped on everything on my side froze, and then it froze, and it came back when you finished. And I'm like, well, that didn't record.
That's because it's Messi. It's very, very Messi. It's a Messi time.
It's political. It's political. It's